Nobody talks about the cost of financial freedom. You know why? Because it is very expensive. Before we go into this topic, I want to let you know that freedom is very expensive, because even Jesus had to die a very painful and a shameful death so that you and I, we can be free. If we go to history books, especially we as Africans, we learn a lot about freedom fighter. They sacrifice they had to sacrifice so that today we can enjoy the freedom we have. And you know what? Everybody talks about the money, especially in these social media platform. They will tell you that they will give you ways of winning millions of money, but they will not tell you how much you are going to lose before you even gain that millions. Okay? So freedom is very expensive. And today I want us to ask ourselves, and let us be real, that if financial freedom was free, why isn't everyone free yet? If it was just about working hard, why the hardest working people that you know, they are still struggling? For a matter of fact, they are the ones that are earning those peanut salary. So financial freedom is not about hard working, no. If it was about motivation, why do you think motivated people, they still quit even before they have achieved it? Or let me ask you a question. How many motivational speakers have you listened to? Or how many motivational videos have you watched and you are still struggling? So financial freedom is not all about motivations, no. And I am not here to sell you dream. I am not here to tell you how you can achieve it just overnight. No. I am here to talk about the price that we have to pay, that you have to pay, so that you can attain financial freedom. You know? Because financial freedom does not just cost you money. No. It is not a commodity. It will cost you your comfort. It will cost you your relationships. It will cost you time. And most of it, it will cost you your peace of mind before it give you that peace. So, are you willing to sacrifice your time? Are you willing to sacrifice your comfort? You know? Are you willing to sacrifice your peace for financial freedom? If yes, then this is your video. And most people quit not because they cannot do it. No. Most people quit because they were not prepared. They are not prepared. And why? Because nobody warned them before they start this journey. So today I want us to be aware. I want us to know the cost. How much are we going to sacrifice before we start this journey of financial freedom? What's up, family? This is Isaac Githinji. And if you are new here, this is Aaron Isaac Githinji, a channel whereby we talk about money matters. How you are going to save your money, how you are going to invest in that money. We also talk about career growth. And most of it, we talk about real life lessons that as young people, we can learn so that we can become better in future. Okay? So, if you are here to better your life, I assure you, you are in a right channel. Because at the end of this year, through God's help, I believe that this channel will help you to grow. You will see changes in your life. That's my prayer to each and every one of us. Okay? So, this channel is not about fake motivation, no. It's just about the truth. And you know what? The truth is painful, but the truth will set us free. So, without wasting a lot of time, let us dive into this. And if you have a notebook or a pen, please grab it, because I'm sure you are going to learn one or two things that will help you. Okay? So, before we talk about financial freedom or the cost of financial freedom, let us define what is financial freedom. Okay? Before we know what we have to sacrifice for financial freedom, let us know what is financial freedom. Okay? So, financial freedom is not about being rich. No. Financial freedom is not about these flashy cars that you see in social media. No. Financial freedom is not about the life that we see in social media, especially those people that we know. No. It's not about what these famous people are portraying. No. Financial freedom is not all about that. Are we together? Financial freedom is one. And I want you to be very keen. Financial freedom is waking up without panicking. Okay? I know most of the people, each and every time you wake up, they panic what they are going to eat. They panic because they don't know where they are going to get the job. They panic because they don't know where school fees, how they will cater for school fees. Financial freedom is waking up without panicking. Financial freedom is making decisions without fear. When was the last time you made decision? And after making that decision, you are very courageous that, hey, I made the right decision. For example, if someone or if your HR calls you and tells you that we have terminated your contract, how are you going to react? Okay? So, financial freedom is making decisions without fear. Financial freedom is saying no without guilt. You know? Do you have that confidence of saying no kwa kunyanyaswa? Or most of us tunakubaligi tu to be condemned because tumekaliwa. You know? Because you have no power. So financial freedom is choosing time over money. You know? And no wonder why these rich people, they choose to pay you so that you can work for them, and then they can save that time to spend with their families, to spend doing what they love best. I was wondering, why do you think these rich people, they can pay you just to do a little amount of work? It's not because they have a lot of money. No, it's because of they have realized financial freedom is choosing time over money. Okay? So financial freedom is having the control of your life. Everything pertaining your life, you have the control of it. That is what I call financial freedom. So it's not about this flashy lifestyle you see portrayed in social media. No. It's all about you having the control of your life at any given time. Okay? But here is the problem. Most people want the lifestyle without wanting the process, without even wanting to know how much they are going to sacrifice. Just because you have seen this famous person living such and such lifestyle, most people want that lifestyle, but they don't want to ask that person, before you gain or before you attain this lifestyle, what did you pay or what did you sacrifice? And you will be surprised. You will be surprised. So before you know utamani your lifestyle, just know there is a cost to pay. And this process is very expensive. People have sacrificed a lot to achieve financial freedom. And one of the sacrifices they have done or they have given up, is the cost of comfort. I am telling you, if you are desiring to achieve that financial freedom, you have to sacrifice your comfort. Are we together? You have to go an extra, you have to do an extra mile, go an extra mile for you to achieve it. Let me be honest with you. Financial freedom will destroy your comfort fast. You know? Even the Bible inasema, a little slumber, a little folds of hand, poverty will strike. So if you embrace your comfort, I am telling you, you will never achieve that financial freedom. Okay? So you will work while others rest. You will do that. You will work. Even in holidays, during holidays, you will work. Okay? You will sacrifice that family time. So financial freedom, it will need you to sacrifice your comfort. Okay? You will learn while others scroll. You know? You will save while others are spending. And I know it will be very painful because utaitwa mjinga. But because you want something bigger than that, you want to achieve it, you have to sacrifice your comfort. You will build while others are partying. Imagine, especially us young people, telling our young people, just be still and build your life, while their counterfeit young people, they are enjoying their life. That is how much you are going to sacrifice. Okay? The comfort. You will need to save. Even if you have an opportunity to go and party, itakuchukua wewe usave. It will force you to save. for you to achieve that financial comfort. And you know what? Nobody will clap for you at the beginning. That is a painful truth. Nobody. Because comfort feels good, but comfort is very expensive. Okay? So don't expect you that once you begin this journey, people will applaud you and you know, clap for you. No, nobody will do that. By the way, it will need you to encourage yourself, because most of the time you will be lonely. Okay? That's how much you are going to sacrifice your comfort for you to attain financial freedom. Okay? Every time you choose comfort, you know what you are doing? You are choosing delay. Okay? You are delaying your growth. You are delaying your discipline. You know? You are delaying your freedom. So comfort charges interest, high interest. So I tell you, you better sacrifice now. Sacrifice your comfort now so that you can achieve that financial freedom. And at the end of this video, I will tell you the advantage of financial freedom. Another thing that it will cost you, it will cost you time. To be honest, you will work even those late hours. It will need you to work or force you to work late hours. Financial freedom demands time upfront. You will have to spend a lot of time to build yourself, to earn that extra amount of money, to build system that will support that financial freedom. So you have to pay with your time. You will work late hours, late at night, you know. It will force you to wake up early in the morning. I know it's not enjoyable to do that, but you have to do it. You will work in weekends when others are busy partying, going in swimming pool or hiking. It will force you to work during those odd hours. It will force you to work in holidays. I tell you the truth. When, you know, holidays the time when we come together and celebrate as a family, but you will find yourself working because it will cost you. You have to work. It will cost you that time. Before you achieve your financial freedom, you will work even during holidays. And here is the very painful part. You won't see result immediately. No, it will take you time. Yes, just because you have worked 2 to 3 extra time, or just because you have sacrificed your weekends or your holiday, and you think that is enough, and you think that you are going to see result immediately. No, it will take you time for you to see result. Sometimes you will feel stupid. Okay? Sometimes you will feel like you are behind. You know? Sometimes you will feel like you're wasting your time. But time invested wisely, it always compounds. And that is very important. Because each and every time you sacrifice to build that or to achieve that financial freedom, I tell you, every minute counts. And one day it will pay you. Not with just a simple interest. It will compound. So time invested wisely it always compounds. Most people quit because they want immediate proof. They want immediate results. You know, there's somewhere I read that this is a generation, we are called a microwave generation. You know, just because we have started it now, we want the result now. No. See, even in Akwaga, you have to invest your time for you to receive that financial freedom. Freedom rewards the patient people, and that is the truth. So, you have to be patient for you to receive or for you to achieve financial freedom, because it will cost you your time. Another thing that will cost you, or another thing that you need to pay for you to achieve that financial freedom, is the cost of loneliness. Oh my God. If you are not ready for this, you better not start this journey. You know why? Because you are going to be lonely. Nobody wants you about this. Nobody wants you. You know, the road of freedom can be lonely. Your circle gets smaller. You know why? Because most of your friends, they will not understand what you are doing. Okay? So your circle each and every day, it will grow smaller. Your conversation changes. You know, when your peers are talking about how they are going to waste money or how they are going to go to Dubai and enjoy themselves, your conversation will be different. You'll now be talking about how you are going to invest and build your life. And do you think they will like it? No. You will lose them. No wonder your circle will get smaller daily. Sorry. Your priorities will change and it will confuse people. I have experienced this. You know, the world wants you to do the way the world wants you to do. But for you to break this cycle, you have to put your priority right and straight. And people will call you are mad. People will think that you are crazy. You know, I remember there is a time that I had to sacrifice. I will not mention specific thing. And so many people, they called me crazy. Even my closest friend. But I had set my priority right. And I knew this is the way. So your priority will confuse people. Some of your friends will not understand you at all. Some of your family members will doubt you. Some people will call you crazy and they will think you are obsessed. Yes, you are. Because if you want it badly, you have to sacrifice for it. So if you want financial freedom, you have to be obsessed for it. Okay? So this journey will make you feel lonely. But remember this, that not everyone is meant to walk with you forever. Never. Some people are there for a season. You know? They are just there for like 2 to 3 months or a year. Growth requires separation. And no wonder God separated Abraham from his family people. So, this journey, it will feel like you are lonely, But let me encourage you and assure you, you're in a right journey. It doesn't matter how people will view you. It doesn't matter if people are confused or call you names. As long as you are putting your priorities straight and right, I tell you, you're in a right path for a financial freedom. So don't be afraid to be separated, okay? Because growth requires separation. Some relationships are toxic and you keep on holding on to them. So you have to let them go for you to grow. Another cost that you're going to pay, it is what I call the cost of identity. Financial freedom. You will have to, forego what you used to know. You will have to shed scales of what you are. You will have to change the person you are and become a new person. Even the Bible says that hatuko vile tulikuwa, we are not the old people anymore. We are a new creation. So you have to be a new creation. You have to transform. That's what I call the cost of identity. To grow financially, you must outgrow who you used to be. And that is very true. You have to do that. Okay? This means that you have to let go of your old habits. Okay? You have to release the old beliefs. You have to accept that the old was wrong. Like the old you are wrong. And I know this hurt a lot. Why? Because in our culture, the culture we are living, we are told that financial freedom is for, those people who are up here. And that's why we used to grow knowing. But it's higher time we change that beliefs. It's higher time we shed off that mind. It's higher time that we challenge those dots that tells you that you cannot make it. And I know it's not simple. It's not simple at all. It will hurt you. Because ego hates changes, and that is very true. As a man or as a human being, we have that imbued ego. And it hates changes. But financial freedom demands humility. You have to humble yourself and accept that I was wrong, so that you can become a new you. You can embrace changes so that you can grow. So financial freedom requires you to be humble. You must become someone new. I will emphasize on this, that your mind must be transformed. Okay? You have to become a new you if you want to achieve financial freedom. That is the cost of identity. Another cost that you have to pay, it is the cost of failure. I tell you the truth, you will fail 100 times. So you have to embrace failure. You have to embrace failing. You have to be comfortable with it. So let's be clear. You will fail. I tell you the truth, you will fail, not once or twice. You will make bad investment decisions. You will trust the wrong people. Definitely you will. As long as you are in this journey, you will do that. You will miss opportunities. And you will lose a lot of money. Why? Because you are in the process of becoming someone better. So you will fail. But I challenge you, even if you fail, do not stay there. Even the Bible says a righteous man may fail 100 times or 7 times. But one thing he will do, he will rise again. So it is okay to fail, but it's not okay for you to stay there. So in this journey of financial freedom, we have to embrace failure because we are trying new things. Okay? But after failing, you have to rise again. Okay? Failure is not an option. But here is the truth. Failure, it is an expensive tuition. It is an expensive tuition. You are paying for education. You know, after that failure, you will learn new lessons. So failure, it is an expensive tuition that you are paying for your education. So don't fear to fail, because out of that you will learn lessons. The people who win are not those who never fail. No. They are the people who learn faster. Okay? So, ask billionaires how many mistakes they have made before they become the people who they are right now. They have made a lot of mistakes. But one distinguished thing is they have learned out of that mistake, and they have learned it faster. So failure is an expensive tuition that you must pay for you to become a financial free. Another cost that you have to pay, I call it the cost of being disciplined. And this is crucial. Everything requires discipline. Success requires discipline. Marriage requires discipline. Career requires discipline. Even spirituality requires discipline. So you have to discipline yourself, and that is the hardest thing as men or human being we can do. Freedom requires discipline before it gives you freedom. And that is the truth. So you have to be disciplined when you are budgeting, when you are planning your life, when you have to be disciplined. You know, you have to teach yourself delay gratification. Discipline will help you to be consistent. So you have to be disciplined so that you can achieve financial freedom. Discipline feels restrictive, I know that, but it creates space. You know, at some point uta feel like umejifungia, umejikazia maisha. That's what young people say. But you know what? It is creating space for you. So, are you willing to pay that cost for you to be financial free? you either discipline yourself now, or life will discipline you later. So you are the one to choose. You either discipline yourself now, or life will discipline you later. So choose it. Those are the costs you have to pay for you to be financial free. And I tell you, they are not easy. Those are things that you cannot buy with money. Loneliness you cannot buy with money. You cannot do that. You cannot buy discipline with money. No. You cannot buy time with money. So you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice the comfort. Okay? You have to wake up even if you feel like you are not, even if you feel like you are not into the moods, you have to do it for you to be financial free. And it's okay to fail, but don't stay there. Okay? Remember, failure is an expensive tuition that you are going to pay for you to learn expensive lessons. So those are the costs that it will require you or me so that we can achieve financial freedom. And I tell you, once you have achieved financial freedom, there is a great reward that you are going to enjoy. Not just only you. No. You and your entire generation. You will enjoy it. And that is the beauty of financial freedom. It will not only be you, but your children's children. As long as you will train them and teach them, they will enjoy it. Okay? So these are the rewards that you are going to enjoy after you have sacrificed and after you have gained that financial freedom. So number one is something will shift. You know why? Because you have become a new you. The way you breathe, the way you make decisions, it will be very different. You'll be able to think clearly about your life. You'll be able to plan well. Okay? You'll be able to sit down and, make the right decision. Think clearly about everything. You will move intentionally. You know what? You'll make intentional moves. Not just luck. No. And no wonder, let me give you a secret. These rich people or wealthy people, they're the one who choose hobbies for their children. Na tunasemaga hizo hobbies ni za matajiri, ni za kizungu, right? And as African, we just let our children choose what they want. And I came to realize, why do you think that these wealthy people, they are the one choosing this hobby? Like, wao ndo wana determine that mtoto wangu atacheza basketball, mtoto wangu atakuwa footballer, anaanza kumintroduce to those hobbies. Na wengine tunaonaga hizo ni mchezo za wazungu. And we forget that they are making intentional moves. Okay? Hawabahatishi. Why? Because they have understood that financial freedom it is all about we make intentional moves. Okay? They have seen the end from the beginning. So sisi tukianza hao washafika na washaona. So hao hawabahatishi. No. You wonder a young person anaanza kukua train to handle these big companies. Anaanza kufunzwa how to build electronics and everything. Just a young person ameintroduciwa kwa football. Not just football, a professional football school. Na tunaona ni kawaida. No. They are making intentional moves. So once you have achieved financial freedom, you'll be able to make these intentional moves. You'll be able to tell your child, do this and this and this. You'll be able to direct your generation. Okay? Because you have thought it clearly. Tunasemaga umeiona 18, umeionea 18. So money becomes a tool, not a master. Most of us, we are a slave of money. Na si hivyo ilikuwa ikuwe. No. Money was to be a tool, was to be a resource like any other resources, that will help us and make our life easy. But as a matter of fact, pesa imekuwa our master. We have become a slave of money. So once you have achieved your financial freedom, you'll be able to use money as a tool. You will be an employer and money will be your employee. You know? So you will use your money to build your life. You will use your money to build what I call generational wealth once you have attained financial freedom. You know? So money stopped to become your master. One thing is, time becomes yours again. Remember, in the beginning I told you, you will have to spend a lot of time. You will sacrifice your time to achieve that financial freedom. But now, once you have achieved it, time becomes yours again. It will reward you your time. You know why? Because now you have the money. You can pay someone to do the things you want them to do. And that time, you will use it to spend with your family or your friend, or to spend doing your hobbies, or to do things that you like. And that is the benefit of financial freedom, that time becomes yours again. Ama unajiulizaga mbona matajiri they prefer to pay you hata kama ni kazi kidogo aje. Unafikiria hawezi jifanyia? They can do it, even they can do it better, more than you. But they have choose to buy time with the money. But haikukuja rahisi. No. Ask them. There is a day they sacrifice that time so that they can achieve that financial freedom. And let me tell you, my friends, it is not yet late. You only need to start. We only need to learn these skills. We only need to be ready to sacrifice for it. And I know one day, one time we shall reach there. We talk these stories about Mark Zuckerberg and all those people. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever do your research and know how much it took them to be where they are right now. Mtu kama Elon Musk, have you done your research and know the time he took for him to be where he is right now? Ama unafikiria tu aliamuka akakuwa hivyo? No, he spent a lot of time, he sacrificed a lot, he embraced that loneliness, he embraced the failure. Na saa hii ndio tunasema is the richest person, is the wealthiest person in the world, right? So you need to start doing whatever I'm telling you. We need to start learning these skills for us to attain financial freedom. And one thing that it will give you peace of mind. I know you may say, oh Isaac, you are contradicting yourself. No, I'm not. In the beginning I told you you need to sacrifice your peace before it give you peace. You know? And once you have attained financial freedom, it will reward you with peace of mind. You know, you will not worry, you will not be afraid of tomorrow. You will not be afraid of what am I going to eat, where am I going to get, school fees for your children. You will not be afraid of, spending your money with your family. You will not be afraid of that. You will have peace of mind. And to add it, if you have financial freedom and if you are a Christian, you fear God and you believe in God, that's the best thing you can have in this world. You know why? Because you are a guarantee sure that your tomorrow, it is protected. Even if you die, you are guaranteed sure that your children's their tomorrow, it is protected. So you will be at peace. You will have that peace moment with your family and everything. So it's a higher time we learn this skill. It's a higher time we sacrifice so that we can enjoy later. And finally, let me leave you with this, that financial freedom is expensive. Okay? But so it is poverty. So you are the one to choose. Are you willing to sacrifice for you to be financially free, or are you going to pay the cost of being poor? Okay? Struggle cost, stress cost. I know that. I know you most people fear to pay that cost. But let me tell you the truth. Are you willing to pay the cost of regret? Are you willing to pay the cost of saying, I wish I knew? Are you willing to pay the cost of poverty? Kuna hii msemo tunasemaga, if you're not going to work hard, your children will work for those who worked hard today. Are you willing to pay that cost? So choose your price well. And this is the right time to choose that price. Pay now in discipline. Okay? Learn to discipline yourself now, or pay later in regrets. And I wish all of us, we shall enjoy our life later because we made the right decision. We learn to discipline ourselves. Okay? So, if this video has helped you or enlightened you, please like the video, subscribe to this channel so that we can grow together. And remember to share this video with someone who needed this information so that we can grow together as a family. Remember, your future you, it is listening and watching to what you are doing today. Adios, guys.